I am the king of the second letter capitalized.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time.
One second. All right, let's be on the record in case number 2019-CR170, captioned State of Kansas versus Tyler Adkins. Would the parties announce their appearances, please?
May it please the court, Assistant District Attorney Jerry Mwangi on behalf of the state.
May it please the court, defendant Tyler Atkins appears through Zoom hearing with counsel Anthony Russo, also by Zoom.
All right, we are here set down today for a revocation hearing. If you give me 1 second here, I'm going to pull up the motion so that we're all on the same page here. Mr. Gooch just emailed me and asked if we're still having a hearing. I'm going to send him just everybody hold your horses here for a second. We'll be in recess. I'm going to send him a copy of the invitation. I was sure I had.
Judge, can I have a minute with Mr.
Sure.
Atkins?
Let me, yep. All right. There's his invitation. Now I'm going to send you two to a breakout room. There you go.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Atkins, I sent an invite to have a private conversation with your attorney. Well, he accepted. All right. Meanwhile, Dale should be getting with us here in a second. I had this open before it closed for some reason. Here we go.
I'm gonna step away for about 30 seconds, but I can hear you, so.
Okay. Hello, Dale. Sorry about that. I thought I had invited you.
Okay, yeah, I might have misplaced it or something, but
All right.
we here.
Mr. Adkins and his attorney are in a private breakout room right now. They should be back with us momentarily.
All right, thank you.
Yep. So everybody healthy there, Dale? You got anybody out waiting test results or anything else?
No, we everybody's in and we're kind of working staggered days now, but we're all here.
Good. Good, good. Okay. Amanda, we're ready to go again if you're still there.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. All right, we're back on the record. Case number 2019-CR170, State of Kansas versus Tyler Adkins. Would the parties announce their appearances, please?
May it please the court, Assistant District Attorney Jerry Mwangi on behalf of the state.
May it please the court, defendant Tyler Atkins appears by Zoom video in custody with counsel Anthony Russo, also by Zoom.
All right, and Mr. Gooch has joined us from the probation office. So we are here on the motion for revocation. I'm going to share that on the screen right now. Mr. Adkins, can you see that?
Yes, yes.
All right. Basically, it alleges that Mr. Adkins was not contacting Missouri probation and that a motion was filed with a warrant that they couldn't find Mr. Adkins, and then he was booked just a few weeks ago here in the Wyandotte County Jail. Mr. Russo, I'd ask if you and Mr. Adkins had an opportunity to go over these allegations, and does he have a position on them today?
Judge, when I visited with Mr. Atkins, we didn't have the actual violations, but since I had known that a warrant had been issued for him, back in, I think, January, we did discuss that there were violations of his probation, and that we are prepared today to stipulate that there have been violations to the terms of probation, so that we can go ahead and go to the disposition.
All right. Mr. Adkins, is that correct? You're not challenging these allegations today?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Gooch, I've received your report. Anything you want to add to it today?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms.
It's,
Mwangi, comments as to disposition?
Your Honor, the state would ask that the court follow Mr. Gooch's recommendations as to imposing a tier 1 sanction, 3 days in jail. I would further ask that the court give the defendant credit since he's been in custody since the 17th of this month and has effectively served 2 weeks. So, impose the recommendation, but give him credit for time already served.
Mr. Russo.
Thank you, Judge. We would join in those recommendations. I've explained to him what a tier 1 means, what the next step is. So we would ask that you impose the tier 1. And since he's been in long enough to fulfill those 3 days, credit him and release him today.
All right. Mr. Adkins, anything you want to tell me before I decide what to do with this today?
No, Your Honor, that's it.
All right. I'm going to follow the recommendations. I will find defendant has stipulated to a violation of his probation, order that he serve a tier 1 3-day sanction. He'll be given credit for the time that he's been in. It was a 24-month probation that only started in November, so I don't see any reason to extend him today. I think I shall just reinstate him on probation state unless there's an objection.
There's no objection from the state.
All right. One of the things that I'm interested in, Mr. Gooch, is he still compacted to Missouri or does he need to make contact over here?
Your Honor, he will need to make contact with our office. If he's continuing to live in Missouri, we will forward a new compact request to them. So yeah, he would have to come to our office so we could get that set up.
Okay. Mr. Atkins, you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a phone number for them there at Community Corrections?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so here's the deal. It looks like in this report, it says you have a mission detainer. They may or may not come get you because I'm releasing you today, okay? If they come get you, eventually you're going to get out of there. As soon as you do, you need to contact Community Corrections,
Yes,
right?
Your
If they don't come get you, you either walk directly over there or call as soon as you get out, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Other things for our record today.
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Not by the defendant.
We are adjourned. Good luck to you, Mr. Atkins.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You bet.
And I'll email the journal entry for your signature.
I don't suppose
Done.
that you have a blank order of release